ladies and gentlemen, the 42nd Annual Planet Environmental Improvement Awards. The cavalcade begins with the residential installation categories. With distinction awards in residential design build, we have Classic Landscapes, Inc. of Hampton, Georgia for the Blythe residence. Dennis 7D's Landscaping and Garden Centers, Portland, Oregon for the Murphy residence. James Martin Associates, Inc. of Vernon Hills, Illinois for an Oak Street residence. John Many Distinctive Landscapes of Congers, New York for the Schwab House Rooftop Terrace. Rice's Nursery and Landscaping, Inc. of North Canton, Ohio for the McDonald residence. Sunscape Landscaping of Austin, Texas for Villa Corazon. And Zaretsky and Associates, Inc. of Macedon, New York for the Terpololi residence. And with distinction awards in residential contracting, we have Edgewater Landscape Construction, Inc. of Astoria, Oregon for a pocket garden. And Fine Earth Landscape, Inc. of Poolsville, Maryland for the Armat residence. Now for Merit Awards in Residential Design Build. Borst Landscape and Design of Allendale, New Jersey for the Nicolosi residence. Chapel Valley Landscape Company, Woodbine, Maryland for a private residence in Oxford, Maryland. David J. Frank Landscape Contracting, Inc. of Germantown, Wisconsin for the Bader residence. Designs by Sundown, Englewood, Colorado for an Old World estate on Polo Club Drive. Designs by Sundown of Englewood, Colorado for Remember the Horses. Enviromax Landscape and Design, LLC of Portland, Oregon for the Knapp residence. Grant and Power Landscaping, Inc. of West Chicago, Illinois for the Elson residence. Hoffman Landscapes, Inc. of Wilton, Connecticut for the Tom residence. Landcrafters, Inc. of New Berlin, Wisconsin for the Milwaukee 3rd Ward Rooftop Garden. The Laurel Rock Company of Wilton, Connecticut for a suburban landscape in Weston, Connecticut. Smalls Landscaping, Inc. of Valparaiso, Indiana for the Armagast residence. Town and Gardens Limited, New York, New York for 69th Street Penthouse. And Town and Gardens Limited, New York, New York for 15 Central Park West, Garden Siesta. And with Merit Awards in Residential Contracting, Fine Earth Landscape, Inc., Poolsville, Maryland for Novig Mon residence. Fine Earth Landscape, Inc., Poolsville, Maryland for the Miller residence. Galavan Corporation, Troy, New York for a private residence in Loudonville, New York. And Town and Gardens Limited, New York, New York for Central Park Townhouse. And now, our grand awards in the residential installation categories. When your project is announced, please come to the edge of the award stage. First, in residential design build, James Martin Associates, Inc. of Vernon Hills, Illinois for a Lake Geneva residence. The homeowners picked the perfect spot amid the mature shade trees and the shore of a popular Wisconsin lake for their new home, styled to fit with the two neighboring historical homes. Objectives included preserving the mature existing trees, preserving the views to the lake, and addressing the 20-foot grade change between the home's many porches and terraces to the lower lawn area near the lake. The natural plant palette and stone hardscape created a project that the judges thought looked like it had been there for 100 years. James Martin Associates, Inc. of Vernon Hills, Illinois, for a Winnetka Lakeshore residence. The owners desired a Nantucket-style landscape for their rear yard to complement the house and newly constructed boathouse. The objective was to provide a graceful garden access down to the beach from the rear lawn via the rooftop patio, while retaining an open lawn paddle with a spectacular view to the lake. The challenge was how to hold back the 25-foot grade around the boathouse and provide access to the beach below. Large outcropping stone boulders retain the bluff and also serve as stairs to the beach. Landscape Techniques, Inc. of Nutley, New Jersey, for the Linner residence in Short Hills, New Jersey. The primary focus of this site is the freeform multi-level pool and spa. Water from the 1,040-square-foot pool spills over the 6-foot-high Pennsylvania Colonial Vanishing Edge wall into the lower basin. The freeform 18 by 8-foot spa sits adjacent to the triple burner fire pit. 1,500 square feet of the overall patio area is on a reinforced slab set over 36-inch footings. Situated on the upper level is the custom cabana featuring a full kitchen and bath. The homeowners take great pride in knowing that their outdoor living space is everyone's preferred entertainment spot. Landscape Techniques, Inc., Nutley, New Jersey, for the Toto residence. This flat, inconspicuous piece of property was transformed into a Jersey Shore oasis. Tying the house to the dock, the backyard includes a pool with water feature, outdoor kitchen, and plantings to assure privacy. Because the homeowner wanted to use the space in cooler seasons, the heated spa and fireplace were included. Lush, mature plant materials with their vibrant colors and seasonality tie all the elements of this property together. Lawns of Dallas Incorporated, Dallas, Texas, for a large residential estate. This project grew out of a total renovation of both the inside and outside of this home. The client wanted to make sure that the same clean feel and linear lines were present throughout the landscaping, while also creating a resort-style feel around the pool, cabana, and tennis court. A sunken in-ground trampoline and a 4-hole chipping and putting green round out the backyard. The design was carefully plotted around mature live oaks, pecan trees, and magnolia trees. The judges felt the word resort aptly described this amazing project. Mariani Landscape of Lake Bluff, Illinois, for rediscovered Italianate estate. In the over $1 million class, these owners got what they paid for. A classic landscape design and installation for this 1928 Italian-style home utilizing sustainable practices. A redesigned front driveway and entry make the home easier to access, treating and saving the grand ash tree from the emerald ash borer in the process. The new backyard pool looked to the judges more like a water feature in its elegant setting along Lake Michigan. Unseen are the civil engineering updates to reroute stormwater that was causing basement flooding and damage to the landscape. Rocco Fiore and Sons, Inc. of Libertyville, Illinois, for historic estate gardens. This private residence in Lake Forest, Illinois, built in 1931 and restored in 2005, has an old-world charm representative of properties in the area. Creating a sophisticated landscape with multiple seating spaces and garden rooms reflective of the home's historic architecture was at the core of this estate's design. With guidance, the client's initial desire for a pool was transformed into plans for an elegant fountain. Paying close attention to the client's needs, the existing architecture, village standards, and natural conditions created opportunities for historic and environmental stewardship in this series of outdoor rooms. Town and Gardens Limited of New York, New York, for Cranberry Street Garden. There are two parts to this project. It started with a modern rooftop garden, which required reconstruction of the roof with steel beams to support an intensive green roof. Custom bronze screens cover the AC and storage units, and unique planters engineered within the weight limits of the roof display a variety of perennials. The backyard garden was transformed from a dark and dreary space to a sophisticated patio. the highlight of which is the green wall that has become a living focal point that changes with every season, providing the owners a multimedia spectacle that can be enjoyed from both inside and out. Town and Gardens Limited, New York, New York, with supplier FJC Woodworking for this East Village penthouse terrace. The builders of this LEED Gold project got points for a green roof, but the owners of this unit thought the existing terrace left a lot to be desired. So the terrace was divided into 3 distinct spaces. On the east, the green roof planting area was expanded and the soil depth increased to create a lush private garden. In the center, an open gathering space was created, and on the west side, a flexible decking area for entertaining or dining can now be found. Colors were chosen in coordination with the interior designer to provide the client a fluid, flexible outdoor living space. And rounding out the residential installation categories are 2 grand awards in residential landscape contracting. Greenleaf Services, Inc. of Linville, North Carolina, for the Sutton residence. In the contracting categories, the judges do not consider the form and function of the design, only the execution of the installation. And in this case, the execution was flawless. The site is located on a mountainside with steep grades up to 12%. Runoff from the higher elevation plagued the house with drainage problems, and the client valued the existing trees, shrubs, and rock outcroppings for their aesthetics and screening. Stone boulders are used to form curved walls, terraces, and steps, and serve several different functions such as soil retention, elevation changes, pedestrian walks, and even stormwater control. The unique Leap of Faith Boulder Bridge crosses a natural mountain stream. And R.P. Marzilli and Company, Inc. of Medway, Massachusetts, for a seaside estate. When one family sought to create their private sanctuary, they purchased several contiguous lots along the Nantucket shore. Existing homes were donated to the town or relocated on site. A New York City landscape architect teamed up with a Netherlands-based planting designer to plan a 14-acre private compound. The estate features meandering paths, long stone drives, sculpted land masses, sweeping lawns, bent grass tennis, croquet, and putting greens, and an 18,000 square foot natural or living swimming pond. Approximately 7,500 trees and shrubs and tens of thousands of perennials and grasses are densely planted throughout this site.